G'day, Greg here from Rain and Horn, and today I'm catching up with Ian Hatch from Resicert, and I've asked Ian to come in and talk to us today just to give us a bit of an insight into what happens with pest and building inspection. Pest and building inspections are an important part for a new purchaser when they're purchasing their first home or any home, and I thought we'd get Ian in, have a bit of a chat about what goes on with one of these pest and building inspections. So first of all, welcome Ian.
Yeah,
thanks for coming along. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate it.
And now I must say, Ian, that this is a general in nature sort of content, and people should always seek their own professional advice from a professional like yourself, or someone else that they believe in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
all right. No dramas. So Ian, I guess cutting right to it, why should people get a pest and building inspection?
I think it's important because a lot of purchasers, when they're looking at a property, they're sort of emotionally attached to the property.
Yeah.
They're already planning where they're putting their furniture or what renovations they're going to do here and there.
Yeah.
And we go in with an unbiased look at the property. We state the condition of the property. Yeah. We look for defects, faults, or just the things that have happened over time, like rising damp, that sort of thing. And also we go into areas that the purchaser wouldn't go into. Yeah. We'll go up on the roof and we'll look for broken tiles, which is quite common, rusting corrugation, that sort of thing. Yeah. Then we go in the internal roof and we look for issues there. There may be structural issues, there may be loose fill insulation, that sort of thing. Rats may chew through wires, it's then a potential fire hazard. And then we'll have a good look at the structural side, outside, inside, exterior walls, interior walls. Yeah. And then we'll also go into the subfloor. We'll look for issues there. Yeah. There might be a pipe that's been leaking for a considerable amount of time. Yeah. And brick piers and things like that are falling over and
causing some major damage underneath.
That no one's aware of.
Indeed. Yeah. And so from the pest side of things, obviously a lot of that was around the building content. So what about the pest side? You touched on some rats and mice type thing there, but what else are you looking for in the terms of pests?
Yeah, well, see, we only really look for timber pests, which are termites, borers. There are, a few other wood decay, that sort of thing, but mainly timber pests, so termites. So what we're looking for there are conducive conditions that would attract termites, like it might be excessive moisture. Okay. If a termite needs to come out of the ground, they need to build a mud tunnel, so tracking, that sort of thing. So we're looking for signs of that. Okay. We're looking for signs of activity in the subfloor, in the walls, in the internal roof. They can get in there and do structural damage.
So people, I guess, a lot of that was especially very important when it comes to older homes and purchasing a home that's been built for and existing for a while. What about brand new homes? Should people still be undertaking these reports for a brand new home?
Yeah, certainly, because a lot of the time on the structural side of it, one thing we see that's quite common is when they're going to install the air conditioning or the central heating. They'll install that in the internal roof space, but they'll cut out a rafter or a beam to put that in and don't replace it, don't repair that. So you've got a section of roof then that's unsupported as well. A lot of the time they'll actually hang the air conditioning unit from the roof structure, which is applying additional load to the roof structure. We also go in and look for defects. Might be the tiles might be incorrectly laid, or there might be paint defects, or electrical defects, that sort of thing.
So it's still very important to get it, even if it is a brand new home.
Yeah. And on the pest side, again, you can still find the conducive conditions as far as termites go. A big issue is the covering of weep holes for a slab, for instance. Yes. Like I found one the other day that they had an irrigation. For the irrigation in the yard, they had the cable actually coming out through a weep hole, and the grass was up level with the weep hole. Yeah. So it's a perfect opportunity then for termites to get in undetected. Yeah.
All right. So you've just explained a problem that you found. So what happens once you've found those problems? What's the next sort of steps?
Well, we go through and list in our report. We've got different sections and everything with our reports. We have photos, colour photographs, and we have comments and descriptions of what we found,
Yeah.
and then we also recommend a solution.
So with the report, quite often us as an agency will organise a pest and building report on behalf of the purchaser.
Yeah.
What happens with that report? Who's the owner of that report?
The client is the owner of the report.
Yeah.
They pay for the report.
Yeah.
And yes, they're your client as well, but we believe we borrow them from you
Yes.
for a little while, and so they're entitled to all that information.
Yeah.
They then usually pass that on to their conveyancer,
Yes.
who can use that during the conveyancing process. And on occasion, it's actually our policy, if it's okay with the client, that we'll pass the report on to the agent as well.
Yeah.
And the reason we do that, we just find it opens up the communication process.
Yes.
If there's an issue, everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah. So the client is the person who owns that report, and it's only with permission that it comes.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the agency.
Yeah.
All right. So plenty of information there for our buyers and our sellers. If you need any further information, by all means, feel free to give Ian Hatch a ring at Resicert, or talk to one of your local agents. That's all we've got time for this morning. Thank you very much, and thanks Ian for your time.
Thanks,
Much
Greg.
appreciated.
Appreciate it.